What if everything you thought you knew about life was wrong? What if the real journey didn't start in your 20s or even your 30s, but at the moment you thought it was too late? Imagine waking up one morning and realizing that the career, the relationships, and the version of yourself you've been building for decades no longer fit. You've been living a life for others, and now you're left wondering, when will my real life begin? And then, someone tells you a truth so powerful, it shatters the illusion you've carried for years. Life really begins at 40, but only if you have the courage to see it. Welcome to Stoic Blend, where ancient wisdom meets modern life. Today, we'll uncover 7 timeless lessons that will help you not only survive midlife, but embrace it as the most transformative chapter of your existence. Younger me, if I could sit you down today, I'd tell you something that would change everything, but I know you wouldn't believe me. You think you have time. You think life is a straight road stretching endlessly ahead, and that success, happiness, and meaning are waiting somewhere in the future, just beyond the next hill. But one day, sooner than you think, you'll wake up and realize you're already there. And in that moment, the things you thought would make you happy won't matter as much. The things you feared losing won't seem so important. The biggest question won't be about the future, it will be about who you are right now. Lesson 1. Face the shadow you've been avoiding. Carl Jung discovered what most people never dare to face. You are not just the person you show the world. You are also everything you've hidden away. The doubts, the anger, the ambitions you buried, the sadness you denied. These parts of you form your shadow. In your 20s and 30s, you can get away with ignoring it. You wear the mask, you play the role, you become who you need to be to feel safe. But midlife is when the shadow comes calling, and it doesn't ask for permission. It forces you to see yourself without the filter. If you avoid it, it controls you from the dark, turning your fears into resentment, your longings into addictions. But here's the truth. The shadow isn't your enemy. It's your missing piece. Face it, and you'll realize you were never broken, you were simply unfinished. Lesson 2. Redefine success before it's too late. Abraham Maslow found that true fulfillment isn't about having the most, it's about becoming the most. Early in life, we chase security, belonging, and achievement. But once those needs are met, something shifts. You start asking, now what? That's the doorway to self-actualization. But most never walk through it. They get stuck in comfort, routine, or fear. If you're still chasing success instead of living with meaning, it's time to rethink everything. Real success is waking up each day knowing you're living the life you were meant for, not the life others expect. Lesson 3. Stop chasing happiness. Find meaning. Instead, Viktor Frankl, a man who survived the horrors of a concentration camp, taught us this. Happiness isn't something you hunt down. It emerges when you live with purpose. Meaning comes from 3 places. 1. Work. Not just a job, but a calling that serves something greater. 2. Love. Deep connections with people who truly see you. 3. Suffering. The choice to transform pain into growth. Ask yourself, what am I creating? Who am I loving? What pain am I turning into purpose? Answer these, and you'll never feel lost again. Lesson 4. Make peace with fear. Søren Kierkegaard called it the dizziness of freedom. That trembling moment when you realize your life is in your hands. No script, no guarantees, just you, standing at the edge of the unknown. There are 2 kinds of fear. The fear that signals danger. Trust it. The fear that signals growth, run toward it. The leap will always feel impossible until the moment you take it. And when you do, you'll wonder why you waited so long. Lesson 5. Live as your authentic self. Carl Rogers taught that the further you drift from your true self, the more lost you become. You can achieve everything the world celebrates and still feel empty if it's not aligned with who you are inside. Congruence. When your inner truth matches, your outer life is freedom. It starts with small acts. Speaking your mind, honoring your values, saying no when you mean no. Over time, you stop performing and start living. Lesson 6. Rewrite the story you tell yourself. Alfred Adler believed you're not trapped by your past. You're trapped by the meaning you've given it. Your past is a fact, but it's not your destiny. If your inner story says, "I'm not good enough," you'll act accordingly. Change the story, and you change your life. Start behaving as if the better story is already true, and soon, it will be. Lesson 7. Embrace the beginning at 40. This is where it all comes together. Life really begins at 40, not because the past was wasted, but because you finally stop living on autopilot. Jung showed you you're unfinished. Maslow reminded you to seek meaning over status. Frankl taught you that purpose is the foundation of happiness. Kierkegaard urged you to leap into the unknown. Rogers guided you back to your true self. Adler placed the pen in your hand so you could write your future. This is not the end. This is the awakening. And the next chapter, if you choose to live it consciously, will be the richest of all. Final call to action. If these lessons spoke to you, don't just let them fade. Start today. Step toward the fear, face your shadow, and live as your truest self. And if you want more timeless wisdom to guide you through this extraordinary chapter of life, subscribe to Stoic Blend now, because your journey has only just begun.